Welcome to Black Gumbo. Glad you joined us today. We're going to go out in the garden and enjoy the day, enjoy the good weather, and plant some cucumbers. All right, well, we have prepared this bed and we're going to plant our cucumbers there, but cucumbers need well-drained soil, and the tradition is that you should plant them in a hill, mound up your soil and make a hill. I'm not sure if that really is a big deal. I've seen, if you got well-drained soil, I've seen guys just plant into a trench, but it looks a little quaint when you build a hill. So we're going to build some hills out of our planting material like we did last year, and Sam and I are going to put in a bunch of cucumbers. So we're going to get started. For our cucumbers, we're just using a regular potting mix that I've made out of compost, peat moss, and a little bit of perlite. And this is kind of just a standard potting mix that you might use, but I found it also is good for germinating seeds in place. It's also what we topped this garden off with. So there's lots of good healthy stuff in there. And cucumbers did really well for us last year planting this way. I mean, we had so many cucumbers, it was crazy. So we're just going to do that method again, and so we're going to have 6 plants. We're going to put 3 or 4 seeds in each hill, and we're going to trim them down to the strongest plant once they get their real leaves going, and we'll train those up a net trellis that we'll put up here. So we need 4 1-inch holes. Right up to there. That's a king's inch, isn't it? Now, last year we planted these a little bit early and had a bit of a cold snap, and it took a long time for them to really put on their true leaves. But this year it's already warm. Unfortunately, next week we're going to have a bit of a cold snap, but hopefully these will start germinating before that snap hits. So what we'll do now is we'll take these T-posts, these are 6-foot T-posts, and we'll drive them into the ground like we have over here in our former tomato bed, now a bean bed. And we'll put net trellis, there's remnants of last year's net trellis, between them going across each of these hills. And we'll train our cucumbers to grow up, and I'll keep them off the ground and get some airflow around them. You really need airflow with cucumbers because cucumbers suffer from powdery mildew, and it gets on the leaves, turns it white, and powdery mildew really thrives if you have cucumbers on the ground where it stays moist all the time and where there's not a lot of airflow. Probably going to get it anyway. It's humid around here, and you just end up getting powdery mildew. And even though we treated for it last year, it still consumed our plants pretty well, and we had to take them out. But we got a huge harvest. Cucumbers are very prolific, and they're fun to grow, pretty easy to grow. I mean, you just saw what we did. It's fairly simple. All right, that's that. Tip. Put these posts on the corners of my garden so that when I'm dragging my hose around, my hose gets stopped by those bars, those posts, and I don't drag it over my plants and uproot them. So very handy, very simple thing. Probably everybody in the world knows about it but me. I had to learn the hard way. Anyway, free advice. And so there we have it. Early fortune cucumbers, just like last year. 6 mounds. 6 trellises, or posts, to make 3 net trellises. Yeah, our whole garden is now planted and transplanted. So there we go. So here's the problem with these little hills, though. I anticipate, because they're just potting soil and they don't have any mulch on them yet, they're susceptible to being washed away if we get a heavy rain. And we've got some rain headed our direction in the next couple of days, and so I may put a tarp over those just for a day or two and see what we can do to protect that from washing away. Well, we're not really we're not professional gardeners. We're not even really real skilled. We kind of learn as we go, and so what we try to teach here is not so much technical knowledge, although we learn some and we like to pass it on, but we like to just show you the way we do it. And I really have enjoyed getting to know some of you guys in the comments and having some advice and some good advice, and so I thank you for that. But yeah, we're really glad to just enjoy the garden and just to be outside together and to be in our house enjoying good food and just the whole kind of the lore of the garden, the peace that we have in the garden, and that's what we're really about here. And so some of our videos don't really teach anything, they just show a little slice of our particular patch of peace, and we really enjoy that. I wanted to say thank you also. Man, our subscriptions have really shot up. There's one video, the pruning pepper plants video, that's been really popular and really controversial, and of course it draws out the trolls and the haters and people who think that you know, they have the source of all knowledge and wisdom on peppers. We're just showing you what we do. We're showing you the way we do it, and it works for us. And you know, if you don't like it, that's fine. But yeah, I wanted to thank you though for joining our channel and subscribing. We're really grateful. It's really been good. Samuel got his first cut of our very first YouTube revenue, and so we're really glad that a little bit of pennies have been trickling in the past couple of months, and we're just grateful for you guys. So I wanted to say thank you, and it's really encouraging. So thanks. Hey, where's the squirrel? Huh? Is there a squirrel? Yeah, so thanks for joining us on Black Gumbo this time. Please subscribe to our channel. We thank you if you already have, and share our videos and share our page, our Facebook page. Join us also on Instagram. We're there too, and we'd really like to have you along for just pictures of the beauty of these plants. So y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.